Planning a trip to Portugal? Here's everything you need to know, from must-see spots to how to get around, hidden gems, and tips that'll save you time and money. Portugal isn't just about beaches and wine, though you'll get plenty of both. It's a country where you can explore ancient castles in the morning, sip coffee in a buzzing city square by afternoon, and end your day watching the sunset over the Atlantic. Plus, it's one of the most budget-friendly countries in Western Europe. Let's start with Lisbon. Lisbon's got charm, but it's also got hills. So be ready to walk or hop on the iconic Tram 28 for just €3. In the Alfama district, those narrow streets always seem to lead to a hidden cafe or a perfect river view. And if you're after the best pastel de nata, skip the tourist-packed spots and head to Mantegaria. Locals swear by it. Want to avoid long lines at Belém Tower? Go early in the morning or late in the evening when the crowds thin out. For something off the beaten path, check out the LX Factory, an old industrial complex turned creative hub with cool shops, rooftop bars, and street art. And for the best sunset views, head to Miradouro da Senhora do Monte. It's free and far less crowded than other viewpoints. Expect to spend around €50 to €70 a day if you're on a budget, including meals and transport. Next up, Porto. Porto is where you'll drink the wine, but it's also where getting lost is part of the adventure. Wandering through the Ribeira district's colorful alleys is half the fun. Want cheaper drinks and the best views? Just cross the Dom Luis Bridge to Vila Nova de Gaia. Here's a fun fact. The Lello bookstore, which inspired J.K. Rowling's vision of Hogwarts, charges €5 to get in. But that goes toward a book purchase. Craving seafood? Hop on the world's shortest metro line to Matosinhos for fresh, affordable dishes. And skip driving. Navigating Porto's narrow streets and steep hills isn't worth the stress when public transport is so easy. Budget travelers can get by on €40 to €60 a day, and a glass of port wine as low as €2 in local spots. While you're in Porto, don't miss the chance to explore the Douro Valley. Just outside Porto, the Douro Valley offers rolling vineyards and riverside views you won't forget. While expensive group tours are popular, the scenic train ride from São Bento Station to Pinho only costs €10 and gives you unbeatable views. You can hop on a river cruise, visit family-run wineries, or just soak in the landscapes. And if you're renting a car, keep in mind that parking in small villages can be tricky. Wine tastings range from €5 to €15, and local meals can be found for €10 to €15. Now let's head south to the Algarve. The Algarve isn't just beaches, though let's be honest, they're amazing. Skip the crowded Praia da Marinha and kayak to Benegal Cave early to avoid the tour groups. For a quieter vibe, head to Tavira, where you'll find cobbled streets and seafood at half the price of touristy areas. The Rota Vicentina is a coastal hiking trail that's absolutely stunning and far less crowded than the main beaches. And here's a tip. Avoid peak summer, July-August if you can. Prices soar and beaches get packed. Late spring or early fall offers better deals and fewer crowds. If you're renting a car, budget around €30 a day for rental. Meals can be as cheap as €10 if you stick to local spots. Looking for something different? Here are a few bonus spots. Sintra is known for its colorful Pena Palace, but also check out the eerie Quinta da Regaleira with its underground tunnels and mysterious initiation wells. The train from Lisbon takes just 40 minutes and costs under €5. Aveiro, often called the Venice of Portugal, is known for its canals and colorful boats called molicheiros. It's a great day trip from Porto and much less crowded than the big cities. Óbidos is a medieval town surrounded by ancient walls where you can walk the perimeter for amazing views. Don't leave without trying the ginginha cherry liquor served in a chocolate cup. Here's how to get around Portugal. Portugal's public transport is super efficient. In cities, grab a Viva Viagem card for trams, buses, and ferries. Rides cost about €1.50 each. Traveling between cities? The Alpha Pendular high-speed train from Lisbon to Porto takes 3 hours and costs around €25. Want to explore the Algarve? Renting a car is your best bet, but be prepared for narrow streets and roundabouts that feel like mini mazes. And always validate your ticket before boarding trains. Inspectors do random checks and fines can be hefty. And before you go, here are a few quick tips. Portuguese people love their coffee, but don't order a latte. Ask for a galão or you'll just get a glass of milk. Portugal is the world's biggest cork producer. You'll see cork wallets, hats, even cork umbrellas. Tipping isn't mandatory, but rounding up or leaving €1 or 2 is appreciated. Also, if bread and olives land on your table, they're not free unless you send them back. And finally, pickpocketing can be an issue in touristy areas, so keep an eye on your belongings, especially on trams. That's your ultimate Portugal guide. Got a favorite spot or tip? Drop it in the comments and subscribe for more travel inspiration from around the world. Thank you for watching.